So you're racing the Sum 80, which is awesome. How are you feeling in the lead up to the Sum 80?
Good. Yeah, I bounced back from dead cow pretty well. So legs are feeling fresh, feeling relatively fast. Still a bit of speed to get back, but feeling, yeah, feeling excited
Nice,
for it.
awesome, dude. That's great. What does the sort of training block look like in the lead up? Obviously, you mentioned you were just at Dead Cow Gully. You
Mm.
ran 19 laps.
Yep.
Um, so that's obviously a massive effort there. And that was a couple of weeks ago now. So how are you looking? And how's that training block been?
Um, it's been okay. Yeah, it's been 3 days afterwards. I was back to running, and I've just tried to do like an hour and a half each day, longer stuff on the weekend. Just consistent running and try, I don't know, not super specific, but get lots of time on feet, get the legs used to running a bit faster and just resisting the fatigue, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess going from something like the backyard.
Yeah, pace isn't really a factor there too much.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, trying to find the speed and legs a bit for sure.
Yeah, to gain that back.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Well, you kind of do this, but do you experiment with different sort of training styles? Again, you seem like someone's a bit of a nomad. You'll switch between different distances and types of races.
Yeah. I mean, I don't go into it, into runs with set paces or set heart rates. Just kind of go by feel. If I'm doing a shorter race, I'll try generally in training to run a little bit faster, but not burn myself out. And then sometimes run a course. This is the first time the past couple weeks that I've actually run on the course before a race. I think usually I leave it till race day.
Yeah.
Leave it feeling fresh and new. So,
Nice.
well, hopefully that helps.
Any particular reason why you've done that, or is it just it's just turned out that way?
Yeah, I feel like I've got a shot at winning. So, getting a bit familiar with the course and knowing what bits I can run faster on, where to take it easy, where the climbs are, what the kind of terrain is, whether, it's coming up to like a fire trail or single track, and how, yeah, what sort of pace I can take that at and where the best spots for fuel and all of that are.
Yeah.
Will help.
Nice. And you mentioned there that you think you do have a good chance at winning. Where does that come from? Is that your own belief in self? Like you feel like you're in a position to win a race like this, or is that also from the competition that you're facing?
Well, I don't know who's running, but I did all right last year at a couple of races. I think most of the 180 cadence ones I ran, all of them last year, and aside from the backyards, got second at the trail half, the 30K and the marathon. So I think I've got the speed in the legs. It's just putting that into practice. And I think I got a shot, and I like racing. I like training for the exploration, and I like racing to figure out where the fitness is and see where I stack up against everyone else.
With all that considered, you seem like a force to be reckoned with, man. So how much care and effort do you put into things like nutrition, recovery? Do you have any specific protocols you're following at the moment?
Yeah, I'm trying to do a bit more on the recovery side, specifically like the cool downs after running. Just making sure I'm stretching a bunch because stuff tends to get tight and then it sort of messes up the next day. Nutrition wise, try to eat relatively clean, but eat whatever. If I'm hungry, I'm hungry. I'm not like calorie counting everything. I'll happily have a cookie or 3 hot chocolates during a day.
Yeah.
But yeah, enough fuel to make sure I feel energetic the next day. But yeah, not super dialed. I'm not doing ice baths or saunas or all of that.
Cool.
I would if I had access to it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to do with what you can.
yeah, exactly.
Maybe that might be 3 hot chocolates a day. So
I think so.
that's fine. What is your game plan coming into the race? You mentioned like you kind of will know the course by the day. You'll know where to like hit certain points. What's the game plan? Obviously, you don't want to give too much away, but
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily have one just yet. I have specific kind of nutrition that I want to hit. I will, run what I can run. Not take it out too hot. I think I did the 30K here last year, and we went out with like sub 4 minute pace for the first few Ks, and I think it tanked the legs a little bit early on. So try keep to my own pace, not sprint after someone else. It's nice to chase people, not to be chased, I think. So we might try that. Just hang on to whoever's leading, hang onto their heels, and then if the opportunity arises and the legs are feeling good, then push it and try
That's cool.
make enough of a gap that I don't feel like they're a meter behind me for the rest of the race.
Yeah, it seems like there's a bit of a pack up front, so that will be an interesting thing to witness, and I think that might be the strategy of some of the other guys too. So
Yeah.
it'd be cool to watch that kind of battle play out in the back end of the race. Where do you think your strengths and weaknesses lie on the trail, and more specifically on a 30k trail run?
Yeah, I think I'm got a decent amount of for lack of self-preservation. I'm happy to throw myself down the technical stuff without too much regard for whether I stack it or not.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have the leg speed on fire trails to really gap some of the faster guys who do more road than trail, but still, yeah, enough of able to push it a little bit there. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Not to look too far beyond this race, but do you have anything else in the pipeline that's coming up after the Sum 30?
I've got, well, yeah, after the 80, I think I've got 6 foot track, which is end of September or
I think it's early September.
maybe early September. I'm glad you know the date. Somewhere in September. I've got that. I'm going to try to do the Lonely Mountain 100k and then keep the fingers crossed for Coast to Cozzy if I can get in.
You're a maniac, dude. What drew you to the 180 cadence Sum 30? You mentioned you've done a bunch of 180 cadence events before.
Yeah.
But yeah, what drew you to this 180 cadence event?
Well, just any of their events, they pick really nice trails. I think there's more trails around Sydney than people realize. You know, everyone's very quick to go out to the Blue Mountains, and there's beautiful scenic trails out there, but there is a lot in Sydney that is worth running and worth putting time into. They're very runner focused. I think you look at some of the bigger companies that run some of the bigger events, and I don't know whether there's just too many runners or too much to deal with, but the 180 cadence guys are very much focused on the runner and providing good experience. You know, you've got the free photos, you've got the finisher t-shirt, just generally good people. I mean, I know Alex and Dave personally, so I met them through the events, and yes, there's a good community as well. I think they draw people in, draw regulars in, so always familiar faces.
Yeah.
Just a good day.
Yeah, it's a great community. 100% you nailed it. One more thing. This is a gift from 180 Cadence. It's a couple of pieces of new merch. So there's a pair of shorts there and a t-shirt.
The infamous shorts.
Yeah.
Been hearing about this.
That's it. Yeah. There has been a lot of talk about them. So that's for you.
Thank you.
Good luck at the Sum 80. And hope you smash it out.
Cheers.